Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome to my class. Trust you are good, trust you are fine. This afternoon we'll be looking at variation. Variation. Variation is a relationship between a set of values of one variable and a set of values of other variables. So it is a relationship. Now when you see variation, you know that there must be a relationship between a value and the other value. In variation, you'll be asked to find a relationship that is joining two values together. Alright, so it is the relationship between a set of values of one variable and a set of values of other variables. So we have types of variation. We have the direct variation, we have the inverse variation, we have the joint variation, and we have the partial variation. So this afternoon we'll be looking at we're looking at the direct variation. Alright, so I have an example here. It said if P varies directly as R and R equals to 12 when P is 10. So find the relationship between P and R. Also, find R when P equals to 6. I'm going to take that systematically just now. So just stay tuned as we solve it together. Alright. So if P varies directly as R, so we have a P, then we have a proportionality sign, that's this sign. You know, in physics, this sign we call it alpha, but in mathematics we call it proportionality sign. So this sign now is the one that comes immediately after P. Then it said if P varies directly as R, so this is my direct proportionality sign as R, then and R equals to 12. Just hold on. We are not going to do anything yet. Hold on, we're not doing anything yet. So now, looking at this, we are stopped here. We can't do anything. This is not an equation. It looks like an expression, but we can't still do anything with it. So what do we do? Looking at this now, we can't move ahead until we remove this proportionality sign. And how do we remove it? We need to, removing it, you just remove it normally, and you put an equal sign. So this will be equals to, now as soon as you impute your equal sign, you are going to introduce a constant which is known as k, then the r follows. So we call this equation 1. So now with this we can forge ahead, we can move ahead to do whatever we need to do. Alright, so we can go back to the question now. If P varies directly as R and R equals to 12, so wherever you see R, you put 12. So I'll just say K, then R equals to 12. Then I can put my point. Let me just remove it first so that you will not be confused. So then my P is 10. So my P is 10. Alright, so we have K, there is no K here. So we have to find the relationship, the value of K, and after that we get answer for our A and also we get for our B. Alright, so we want to solve. Looking at K and 12, there is an invisible sign in between them, which is times, multiplication sign. In mathematics, we can use dots to represent times, and we can use times. But in this case, I would love to use dots, okay? Don't be confused. When I use dots, it still means multiplication sign. So I have my dots here. This is K dot 12, K times 12. So I have 10 equals to K times 12 will give me 12K. Alright, so with this we can move on. Alright, so we want to find the value of K, don't forget. So what do we need to do? We need to erase, to remove the coefficient of K, which is 12. This 12 is standing beside K, so we need to go to remove it. K has to leave, and if K will leave, we're going to divide both sides by 12 such that K will stand alone. 12 can cross out 12 and K can stand alone. So divide both sides by 12. So you have 10 over 12 equals to 12K over 12. So 12 cross out 12 just as I've explained. So I have 10 over 12. Now look at this, we have a common factor between them, which is what? 2. 2 can divide 10 without remainder. 6 can divide 12 without remain down. So 2 in 10 is what? 5. 2 in 12 is what? 6. So we have 5 over 6. Yeah. Then equals to k, or k equals to 5 over 6. That's our k. Now for the first one, they said we should find the relationship between p and r. So back to the first equation. Now the p equals to, what is our constant? 5 over 6. Then my r still remain the same. That's the relationship between p and r. This is the relationship now. So move to the next one. We thought we should find r when p is 10. So back to the equation. Don't forget, we always write out the equation. P equals to k r. So our p is 6. Then our k is 5 over 6. Then our r is unknown. So here we can just say 6 over 1. Anything divided by 1 is still that same, okay? 6 over 1 is 6. So here, what do? We can cross multiply because we have an equal sign in between this fraction and this fraction. So cross multiply such that 6 multiply 6 and 5r will multiply 1. So 5r times 1 will give me 5r. And equals 6 times 6 is what? 36. Okay, so what do we do now? We want r to, we are looking for the value of r. So we can just say, divide both sides by 5. So divide, I will shorten it, both sides by 5. 5r over 5 equals to 36 over 5. So that 5 will cross out 5. Then my r equals to 36 over 5. Looking at this now, how many times will 5 appear in 36? 5 times 7 is 35. So 35 will appear in 36 7 times. It will still remain 1. Remember 1. In basic class, we can count 1 to 36 and we use 5 to divide it. But in this upper basic, we use our tables. 5 times 7 gives me 35. And how many number do I have? Does it remain to add to 35 to make it complete to 36? It's just 1. So I'll just say my r equals to 7 whole number 1, the remainder 1 over 5, such that 7 times 5 is 35 plus 1, that's 36 over 5. So that's the final answer. So any question? So if there is none, we can move on to the next example. So I would like you to watch it and rewatch it for better understanding. Alright, so I'm trying to, sorry, don't mind my body. So I'm trying to do the question again. Just capture the question again so that you can digest it very well. Alright, so I think that is that for the first example. So I'll move to the second example shortly.